As a little girl, I would request that my mother bring home boxes of chalk and worn out erasers for me to play with. I would often force my friend who lived just down the street to play school with me. I loved playing school. I guess since my mother was a teacher, that wasn't a leap. My friends would reluctantly sit with their legs crossed as I pretended to teach a mock lesson while repeatedly writing gibberish on my chalkboard. My imitation of life turned into a true passion as I majored in education, ultimately becoming a college professor and a learning and development professional. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jennifer Mitchell Early. I help individuals and teams achieve organizational and personal success. And this is Leadership Matters. If you've been watching my channel, then you know that I'm a learning and development consultant with more than 20 years of experience designing tailored training strategies, gaining buy-in, developing capability, and eliminating performance gaps. I started my career as a training specialist, but have operated in several roles in learning and development throughout my career. If, like me, you have a love of education, specifically adult learning, but don't know where to begin as it relates to what roles you should be considering in this field, then you've come to the right place. Today, we're talking about the different roles in the field of learning and development. Traditional roles in learning and development include the following. It's important to know that these positions and/or responsibilities are used interchangeably or may be customized to meet the needs of the organization. Therefore, these positions are not set in stone. I'm simply providing them to give you an idea of the types of roles that exist in the field. So let's start with the entry-level positions, which are intended for people who are just starting in the field with less than 5 years experience. Training administrator. A training administrator participates in the planning, development, creation, and implementation of training programs. They maintain up-to-date, correct, and accurate training records, such as trainee lists, schedules, attendance sheets, and the like. They book classrooms or other appropriate venues, ensuring that they are properly set up. They oversee the preparation and dissemination of materials such as instructional notes, feedback forms, participant guides, and so on. They serve as a point of contact for vendors and participants. Training coordinator. A training coordinator might work as a part of a team with other training and development professionals. Their main duties often include creating materials, planning training schedules, registration for training courses, the creation and maintenance of training programs in the LMS, that's a learning management system, and reporting the effectiveness of training programs via evaluations. They also promote opportunities for training. Subject matter expert instructor. A SME instructor maintains a high level of subject knowledge, capability, and expertise. Companies use SME instructors to train individuals on a particular job, processes, department, function, technology, machine material, or specialized equipment because they have expert firsthand knowledge. Next are the intermediate roles, which also include learning technology specialists and combined roles that involve both instructor and instructional design responsibilities. The typical number of years of experience required for intermediate roles is anywhere from 2 to 10 years. Instructional designer, which I am. An instructional designer, also known as an ID, is responsible for designing, developing, and delivering instructional products and experiences, which includes, but is not limited to, writing performance and learning objectives, determining the scope of educational projects, creating the layout of the instructional material, working with SMEs, subject matter experts, and writing content. Facilitator. A facilitator guides participants in training sessions on a particular topic. They may also assist in creating the training curriculum and materials. They perform assessments to ensure that participants are absorbing the information presented. They track progress and lead engaging training sessions that adapt to various learning styles and needs. Hybrid roles that combine both instructor and instructional design responsibilities. Training and development specialist. A training and development specialist is responsible for designing, organizing, and conducting training programs to improve productivity and employee performance. Many assist with the creation of training content and roll out training programs to employees. Someone in this role might also promote training to individuals who would benefit from the courses available. Learning and development consultant. A learning and development consultant is responsible for handling many of the tasks required in other learning and development roles, but in an advisory capacity. An organization might bring in a consultant if it has never had a formal training program or in response to employee requests for additional learning. As an external party, a learning and development consultant can look at the needs of the organization and make recommendations to implement a training program that meets the needs. Project manager. The project manager supports all of the training needs for a particular program or project by developing and/or providing technical training, outreach, workshops, briefings, and support for training delivery tools. Training manager. A training manager oversees the members of the training or learning and development department of an organization. They are responsible for coordinating all activities and training courses, tracking budgets and spending, negotiating contractors with third-party learning and development providers, and managing all staff. Senior facilitator and senior instructional designer are also considered advanced roles. Finally, an example of a senior level role with 15 plus years of experience is the director of training. A director of training is responsible for developing the strategy behind learning and development opportunities offered by an organization. The training director must also make sure that all learning and development activities align with the strategy and work toward the organizational goals for its employees and meet compliance regulations. Other key tasks include identifying the training needs of an organization, managing the learning and development manager and other staff members, and presenting current and future training needs. Learning and development manager. A learning and development manager is responsible for the professional development and training opportunities available to the employees of an organization. Their focus is often on the needs of the organization, including how to improve employee engagement, productivity, and growth, while balancing those needs with what employees need to move up in their careers and improve their skills. Learning and development, L&D, is one of the core areas of human resources management. Learning, training, and development are often used interchangeably. However, learning and development is about understanding organizational strategy and future capability needs in order to identify learning priorities across an organization. On an individual level, it's about creating learning environments where employees can continuously develop to be and perform at their best. Learning and development is a systematic process to enhance an employee's skills, knowledge, and competency, resulting in better performance in a work setting. Specifically, learning is concerned with the acquisition of knowledge, skills, and attitudes, while development is the broadening and deepening of knowledge in line with one's development goals. Careers in this field focus on planning and presenting programs that help people improve their skills and knowledge. As previously mentioned, you can work in a variety of roles. Positions may vary from the planning and construction of course material to the presentation and teaching of workshops or classes. Depending on the job, you may work in person with students or trainees or conduct online, virtual, or through an e-learning module.